Solutions, Style Encore, 1-Up Games and Repairs, Daylight Outfitters, 120 Fitness, and more. Half off? Yeah, it's true. And it's all at RocketGrabPlus.com.
RocketGrabPlus.com.
Javi Baez being waved around second, and Baez will be waved around third. He's going to score without a throw, and Harold Castro will cruise into third.
The Tigers play 9:25 tonight on 790 News Radio WSGW. Now, the only locally produced farm radio show with agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henney and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A bright and sunny good morning to you on this beautiful Tuesday morning, June 28th, 2022. Jonathan Dent here filling in for Terry Henney today on our farm program and for the next couple of weeks as well, as Terry is taking a well-deserved vacation. Let's take a look outside right now. Reporting at the airport, 70 degrees, very nice. Midland, 72 and sunny. And here at Radio Center, we've got a nice 71 right in the middle there. Sunny skies, southwest winds at 12 miles per hour with gusts up to 22 miles per hour. This is about where we topped off yesterday, but we're still climbing today up to our high of 81 degrees. Today, we won't see much in the way of precipitation. Should be pretty sunny with nice temperatures, highs in the low 80s, pretty much statewide. Tonight, lows near 60, and we'll see a front moving in late tonight into tomorrow morning, with more rain being seen the further north that you are. The UP and northern lower peninsula will see most of it, but we will be seeing a few showers and the possibility of some thunderstorms here around mid-Michigan. Thursday, we'll be seeing rain up north still, but it'll be clearing off as the day progresses. Down here, it should remain relatively mild in terms of precipitation. We might see a few showers sticking around, but not too much is expected. Things will really warm up, though, on Thursday with highs in the low 90s. And then Thursday night, they should go back down a little bit. That rain should be going away for the most part on Friday. And we'll see some clouds rolling in with highs around 80. Over into the holiday weekend, we'll continue that trend of mostly sunny with highs in the low to mid 80s Saturday and Sunday. And hopefully, we'll continue that into Monday, making for a beautiful Independence Day to celebrate there. Our record high for this day is 103 degrees, set way back in 1971. That year we had 3 days in a row. This would be the second one on the 27th, 28th, and 29th, all 100 degrees or higher. Today was the, not today, but this date was the highest among those at 103. Sun will set tonight at 9:21 and rise tomorrow morning at 5:58. A little bit more local here in the Saginaw area. Tonight we'll see things warming up, partly cloudy with a slight chance of rain showers and thunderstorms, as I said. Chance of precipitation 80%. Tomorrow the clouds will stick around a little bit, but those showers will be clearing up. Wednesday night mostly clear with lows in the upper 50s. Thursday we'll see highs in the lower 90s as things really heat up. Thursday night we'll see a little bit of precipitation possibly, but Friday into the weekend we should see that clearing up, and we should have a very, very, very nice time for Independence Day. Hopefully that sun sticks around and those temperatures stay in those lower to mid 80s. We'll have a look at the markets when we come back, but first we want to remind you that the weather forecast for today brought to you by Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound-up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service is being brought to you by the folks at ACH Seeds with their new Homegrown Giving initiative that rewards sugar beet growers and charitable organizations in the communities they call home with valuable donations on behalf of ACH Seeds Crystal Brand sugar beet seed growers. They're going to be donating $10,000 to a selected nonprofit in the local grower community, and they do need your help. Share this program with organizations in your area. Anyone is going to be able to nominate a nonprofit in need. Simply head to the website and fill out an application. More organizations that are nominated, the more opportunity they're going to have to help your community. But remember, the nomination period is open through July the 1st. So check it out for more information. You can contact Andy Bernia, 989-751-2744.
Let's take a look at the markets now, heading over to the Andersons where Rick Hollister is standing by. Rick, good morning.
Good morning, Jonathan. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Lots of green on the board today. Getting some recovery after the last week or 10 days. Huge sell-off in the commodities, corn and wheat in particular. Soybeans higher again today also. So corn up 10 to 15 and beans up 25, wheat up 16 to 17. So getting some recovery out there, kind of led by soybean oil back higher. Other commodities as well are on the higher side today, including crude oil, which we don't particularly like, but we do see crude oil higher. Gasoline's just a little bit lower still today. Gold mixed, stock markets mixed. We were up a couple 300 at the moment. Shows down 100 points at the Dow Jones. So kind of a mixed bag there. But most of the commodities higher. U.S. dollar showing some strength today as well. So markets are mostly responding to the crop conditions reports came out last night from the USDA, where we saw the corn conditions in particular lose ground in Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, this eastern corn belt. Conditions in a couple of those states down 10 to 15% fell below the good to excellent ratings down into the fair to poor ratings. But interesting to note as well that a couple of the key states, those I states, Illinois, Iowa, and even out in Nebraska, the conditions remain steady to good. And much of the crop still out there in corn rated good to excellent. Soybean ratings were down a little bit as well. So I think in the eastern belt, the lack of the rain that we've seen here the last 2 weeks and these hot temperatures have started to take their toll somewhat on the crop. Not beyond, some rain fixing it, but the forecast, Jonathan, have also turned out forward. This, 11 to 15 day seems to be a little bit drier and maybe a little bit warmer than what we'd been looking at. So
is that mostly what we're looking at? Or do we have, I know we've got an acreage report coming up on Thursday. Is that something that's being looked forward to, or?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of room for opinion on what the report looks like on Thursday. We'll just have to see what the USDA tells us. It's our first real solid planted acreage update here for this 22 crop year since our planting intentions report back in the end of March. So this is a real surveyed report from farmers to update our acreage. We're looking for maybe a 1 million acre increase of the corn number, which we were so surprised that the corn acreage number was so small back in March. And we the general consensus is that we planted a little more corn than what was in that March planting intentions report. But we'll just have to see what the USDA shows us, and then for planted acreage, the Thursday report, this June 30th planting update, it will kind of stand then as our planted acreage update for the rest of the summer, and then we'll focus in the crop reports. We'll focus on yields from there. But so short term, the market's really watching these weather forecasts very closely, and what it means for our corn and soybean crops here in the U.S. But yeah, the report Thursday is usually one of the bigger reports of the year. We also get a stocks report, which will show us all the corn, wheat, soybean stocks that we have currently in position as of June 1. So that'll give us a little clue how the demand is going. And really, it feels like the demand for feed grains for export out of the U.S. has been a little disappointing here this spring. So the market's still trying to evaluate that. And the crop year's we're getting so late in the crop year, not very many months to go now, that we're just not going to pick up very much more export business, to really impact it. So we should have plenty of feed grain left here in the U.S. at the end of the year. So it really comes down to the prices to be most affected by the weather here for the next 3 or 4 weeks. Is just the most critical time of year, of course, for crop production in corn.
All right. Thank you very much, Rick. You have a good day.
Yeah, have a good day.
Rick Hollister over at the Andersons. Let's head over to Doug Klein, who is standing by at Oppenheimer to give us a little bit more on the markets. Doug, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Very good. What do we got?
Well, a lot of your upside is in the grains. I imagine it's got something to do with weather. It kind of looked like the corn I drove by this morning was curling a little bit. So I think we need some rain. That's pretty obvious.
Oh yeah.
Crude oil, of course, at over 110. They're still playing games in Russia. But Kathy Wood says we're already in a recession, which is probably not good. Governor Williams from the Fed doesn't really care, so that's really not good either, because they're going to raise interest rates anyway. I don't know what's going on there, but the U.S. is blocking Russia or Russians from bringing gold to the United States to hide it, I suppose, because I suppose the U.S. expects to win this war. So we'll see what happens there. And I talked to a friend of mine. He's a scrapper and occasionally takes a load to the scrap yard. And he says, I was getting $300 a load, and I think it dropped into the low 100s lately. So those prices have kind of come down pretty significantly in the scrap business. So who knows what's going on there? But that's kind of basic metals. So that's kind of an indicator. I don't know. Anyway, so here's your numbers. The July corn is $7.59.5, up 15.25. December corn is $6.61.5, up 8.5. And the September of 23 corn, $6.27.25, up 7.75. July soybeans, $16.55.25, up 25.75. The November soybeans, $14.59.25, up 26.5. And November of 23 soybeans, $13.52, up 23.5. The July wheat is $9.19.5, up 15.5. The December wheat, $9.48.25, up 15.25. And July of 23 wheat is $9.39.75, up 9.25. Crude oil, $110.78, up $1.21. Heating oil is $405.90, down 6 cents. Gasoline is $3.90, that's up 6 cents. And natural gas, $6.57.10, that's up 3 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar gets you $128.91 at the border. That's up 13 ticks. The U.S. dollar gets you 136.20 yen. That's up 77 ticks, and that might be a new high. We're very close. Let me look here. Yeah, it looks like that's a new high for like 25 years. So over to the euro. The euro is worth 105.27. That's down 56 ticks. The dollar is stronger. It's 104.41, up 47.5 ticks. Gold is at 1821.60, up 70 cents. Silver's at 20.88, down 28.5 cents. Platinum's at 909.70, up $5.60.
All right, Doug. Thank you. You have a good day.
Okay. You too.
All right. Bye. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. We'll be right back with more.
I'm Steve Cook from the Cook Jam Superstore in Vassar with a Cook inventory update. With the continuing microchip crisis and today's gas prices, no one wants to drive or contact a dealership and find out that they only have 3 or 4 new vehicles in stock. At Cook Chevrolet, you'll find 23 Chevy Blazers currently in stock or arriving in time to be purchased or leased this month, starting as low as $206 a month. At Cook Chevrolet, you'll find 25 Chevy Equinoxes in stock or arriving this month with no first payment needed. And this month, Chevy Silverado pickup buyers will find 75, that's right, 75 crew cab 4-wheel drive Silverados starting as low as $368 a month. 25 Chevy Equinoxes, first payment waived. 23 Chevy Blazers from $206 a month. 75 Silverado pickups from $368. Visit or contact us today. That's Cook Chevrolet Buick, M15, top of the hill in Vassar.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease. $28.18 on Blazer, $29.15 on Silverado due at signing. Call or visit us online at cookchevybuick.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Steiner Tractor Parts. New parts for old tractors made easy. So simple. All you have to do is call 800-234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. Remember, they share your enthusiasm for your antique machine, and they know that you want to keep it running. That's why they take their job personally at Steiner Tractor Parts, because they understand your life and job both stop if your tractor stops running. Want to make that unit look really sharp this coming summer? Show it off a little bit at the shows? You can do that. Steiner Tractor. For more information, go to steinertractor.com.
Jerry Samolsky joins us now from Bay Landscaping and Garden Center. Jerry, good morning.
Good morning. What a beautiful day.
Absolutely. What do we got today?
You know, we talked about watering yesterday, and I just want to continue on that vein a little bit again. You know, again, gardening is the single most question we get. How much do I water? How often? How? And, you know, there's no answer. Right now, we're looking Wednesday, tonight and Wednesday morning, we're looking, my weather report shows we're going to get about 0.4 of an inch. That's a little less than half an inch. And we lose an eighth a day just by evaporation. That's not the plants even taking it up and using it. So that rain that we get, you're going to wake up and think, geez, we've got a lot of water. We're going to be in good shape. Well, at best, that's going to be good for 3 days, but we're in a deficit. So that's going to help just catch us up. So new plants and plants that you really care about, plants that maybe were having a hard time for whatever reason, or there are just some plants that are, you know, water requiring water hogs. They need to be watered a little bit more. And you know who they are. When you look at them, you can see them wilting and starting to go south. Your container plants, pay attention to the water needs. And again, we talked yesterday, soaking the water in on plants in the ground or flooding a pot and making sure that you get it full of water, that it goes through the hole in the bottom. That's a good saturation. That's what the plants need. Not a spray on the tops. They need to get the water taken up through the soil. So again, make sure you get a good density of water to your plant material, particularly the more recently planted last fall, this spring, and maybe within the last year or two. Water, water, water. Pay attention. Ask the plants if they need water. You go look at them, and they're going to tell you.
Absolutely. Jerry, thank you very much. You have a good day.
Very good.
Enjoy the weather.
Pay attention to the water. Yes, the heat's coming.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Jerry Samolsky from over at Bay Landscaping and Garden Center. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with more.
You ever think about how the best stuff always comes last? Like dessert and championships and weekends. Why do we have to wait so long for the things we love? Is this a conspiracy? At least farmers who use Sharp and herbicide as a harvest aid can skip to the best part of their season. The fastest dry down and desiccation means they get to a smooth harvest sooner. BASF, we create chemistry. Always read and follow label directions.
Make the most of your land with a compact tractor from Hudson. We're offering 0% for 84 months financing on all new John Deere compacts through August 2nd, 2022. Own the popular 1025R with a loader and mower deck for $248 a month. Or step up to the 3025E with a loader for $274 a month. Find yours today, in-store or online, and see if you qualify. Come by Hudson, your local John Deere dealer, or visit us online at HudsonInc.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, purchasing local soybeans, processing the local beans, and marketing local Exceller meal, which is a high bypass soybean meal for your dairy herd. They've been doing that since 1991. Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today.
Craig Voorhees joins us now from the Rummel Agency. Craig, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Jonathan. How are things with you?
Very nice. I like the weather that we're getting.
It's certainly gorgeous, that's for sure.
Let's hope it keeps up through the holiday weekend. Now, into the holiday weekend, we're going to be seeing a lot more trailers on the road, toy haulers, campers, and the like. What have you got to talk about that?
Well, you're right, Jonathan. We're coming up on the eve of a huge travel holiday weekend, and as you said, campers, boat trailers, ATV trailers, they're all going to be hooked up and going somewhere. And trailers are very misunderstood when it comes to the insurance world. Very few trailers actually get coverage from the vehicle pulling them. So if you've got anything with a tandem axle or a trailer that you're hauling more than 2,000 pounds on, it really should be on your auto policy. So if you're digging out one of those trailers out of the shed and blowing the dust off of it to use it this weekend, make sure you've contacted your insurance agent and the coverage is in place before you head out.
Absolutely. And where can people get a hold of you if they need more information or some help with that?
Well, we're always happy to talk on the phone at 800-572-0939, or they can go to rummelinsurance.com and email us from there.
All right. You have a good day, Craig.
Thanks, Jonathan. That's the plan. You too.
All right. Craig Voorhees from the Rummel Agency. When we come back, we'll be joined by Steve Anderson from Baird for a look at the markets.
New Holland Workmaster tractors are in stock at Ellen's Equipment. Models are available from 65 to 120 horsepower and all include expanded visibility with seating for two. These tough, practical workhorses give you unmatched comfort with low cost of ownership. Check out the New Holland Workmaster inventory at Ellen's Equipment in McBain, Ithaca, or Beale City today. Or visit them at www.ellensequipment.com.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Kryjak's House Family Restaurant. If you've got to supply the food for an event coming up, and there's a lot of them I know, and you've got to supply the food, here's the number, 989-894-5531. You give them a call, tell them what you want, they'll prepare it, have it ready for you, take it back to your event, and you will be a hero at your event. Kryjak's House, also a great place to dine in, corner of Cass and Michigan, on Bay City's south side.
Let's take another look at the markets here. We're joined by Steve Anderson from Baird. Steve, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
What are we looking at today?
We've got a little bit of a downdraft. Nothing huge. Dow Jones Industrial Average right now is down 197 points, putting it at 31,240. Volume 345 million shares. The Nasdaq's off by 228. At 11,295, volume there, 401 million shares. Locally, stocks are mixed. Caterpillar, 189.51, up 201. Deere, 310.71, down 462. CMS, 66.95, up 76. Dow, 52.47, up a quarter. DuPont, 57.32, down a quarter. Corteva, 54.28, up 3. GM, 34.69, up 6. Trimzio, 39.64, down 55. Walmart, 123.60, down 48. Home Depot, 274.30, down 8.39. Huntington Bank, 12.39, up 2. And AT&T is down 2 pennies at 20.76. That about does it for today.
All right. And do we have a ticker tip of the day for today?
Well, normally not, but you're welcome to have one. Market activity such as we've been seeing, it's very, very important to not hang too much on one day's worth of, be it news or market activity. It all blends together, and most of the time, if we were able to just teleport ourselves ahead to 6 months or a year out, we are not going to remember what happened today, either as far as news or markets. It's going to be a blend of everything that happened up until then. So try to stay calm, keep your long-term goals in mind, and chat with your advisor as you need.
Some good thoughts there. Steve, thank you for your time. You enjoy your day.
Thank you, Jonathan. You do the same.
All right. Steve Anderson over at Baird. Always a good time talking with him. One last quick look at the weather. We're not supposed to see any rain for today. Sunny with nice temps in the low 80s. Tonight we will see a little bit of rain moving in, especially the further north you go, you'll be seeing more of it, but we'll get a good chunk of it down here in the mid-Michigan area. Maybe a few thunderstorms Thursday. Most of that will clear out, and that'll be the last rain we see for a while. We might still see some showers around on Thursday, especially the further north you go. Once again, things will really warm up, though, on Thursday with highs in the low 90s once again. So that's what we're looking forward to. Terry is still out for the next couple of weeks, so I will be with you here at the bottom of the hour at 12:30, and then for the Farm Final here around 6:30 on WSGW. We now conclude today's program with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios,